when appointing Wood Property to look after your investment apartment, it's important to have a discussion about what the fees and the costs are. It's obviously not quite as important as getting the right advice and making sure that your apartment's going to be looked after, but an important topic nevertheless. My name's Andrew Wood from Wood Property, and I'm going to recommend that you make a time with me to go through your property and confirm all these details for you. But I'll just give you a quick overview. So the fees are obviously charged by the agency, which is actually a fee to them, and the costs are really costs that are incurred to a third-party provider on behalf of the owner, but don't go to the agency. And I'll explain the difference as we go. So let's assume the property is vacant and it's going to be leased. So the first thing we need to do is organise some great professional photos. And this is a cost that's incurred and costs about $150 to pay for the professional photographer to go out and take the photos. We then need to do the marketing. Again, this is actually a charge that's incurred to third-party providers and predominantly the internet real estate portals such as realestate.com and Domain, and then social media, and we do an email blast out to our potential renters. The next one is then once we've actually found a tenant, we've gone through the process of marketing, done all the inspections, processed the applications, drawn up and documented a lease and approved it with you, then there is actually a fee to the agency of 1.65 times the weekly rent. So if the rent's $500, it's 1.65 times that fee. These are all inclusive of GST, by the way. So now the property is actually leased, we can get on with just managing the day-to-day operations. Property management is probably the major one, where we look after everything to do with your property and your renter. And the fee for that is 6.6% of the monthly rent, and it's taken out of the rent as each month as it's paid. The next one is bills and account management, where we pay all of your bills for you, such as owner's corporation, bills, rates, notices, all of the management, anything else that comes through, and that's $5 a month. The compliance is actually the requirement to get gas and electrical safety checks and the smoke alarms checked. This is actually a cost not to Wood Property, but to a third-party provider, and costs around $300 per year for that to be done. The last one is releasing. So if we've got the tenant, they're in the property, they're loving it, we renegotiate a new rent at the end of their lease, document a new lease, then that is a fee to the agency of $220. So we've gone through the leasing fees and the ongoing management costs. So obviously the pink are the costs to third-party providers, the green are the ones that are fees to Wood Property. So if you'd like to have a discussion, I recommend you go to woodproperty.com.au or just Google Wood Property. When you get to our website, you'll find a button at the top right-hand corner and it says book a time. So book a time with me, that'll take you straight to my diary. And you can book a time with me, Andrew Wood. We can have a chat, go through it all for you and get everything set up for you and your apartment for happy management. So look forward to speaking to you and I hope that helps.